When you first enter, the only sound you hear is your own breath. Gradually, your senses learn to listen. You hear the wings of an apapane bird as it flits from one ohia blossom to another. You feel the cool mist on your skin as Mauna Loa draws moisture from the ocean. And all around you, you see life striving to flourish. This is Kona Hema Preserve. Hema, South Kona Preserve. More than 8,000 acres resting on the slopes of Mauna Loa on the Big Island of Hawaii. Here, the Nature Conservancy is working to restore a habitat for endangered Hawaiian birds and native trees and ferns. A place where they are protected, where they can thrive, before they are gone forever.
Kaukahalia is a chant that speaks of an unbidden memory that comes to you at night when you're sleeping and it awakens you. And it's a memory of forest birds singing on the ridges and in the uplands. And it's a memory of tall, majestic ohia trees. So whenever you get a memory like that and it wakens you out of sleep, you know you need to get out of your house, get up those ridges, and be there once again.
It's early morning at Kona Hema. The sun has barely peeked over the koa trees. Eldridge Naboa, a natural resources manager with the Nature Conservancy, is leading a group of volunteers into the forest.
So how are you guys doing? Aloha. Today, the project that we're going to be doing is outplanting native understory trees. The native understory trees, they thrive in the understory of the ohia and the koa trees. And what is important about these understory trees here in particular is they're food for the native Hawaiian birds, like the amakihi and the apapane. We're planting this critically endangered lo'olu palm. There are only 12 individuals left in the wild. 12 individuals, and they're all located on the bottom of the preserve.
Here at Kona Hema, we have 8,000 acres that we've assembled. And it's part of a fabric of a larger landscape that's really made up of almost 500,000 acres here on the southern part of Hawaii Island. You're in real Hawaiian forest here, and that's something that people don't get to see very much. It just feels different here. It feels different up in the forest. It feels, there's a certain kind of balance and harmony to it.
Many hands make light work. As part of a collaboration with the Nature Conservancy, Hawaiian Airlines employees volunteer their time and energy to help protect what is Hawaii.
We brought 17 people here today, and there would have been 50 if we were allowed to. Typically, volunteerism at Hawaiian Airlines is second nature. You put out the call and they arrive.
As Kona Hema receives this nurturing, it gives back. The volunteers feel the dirt with their hands, massage the roots of the plants, and there is a gradual awareness. Their eyes open, their senses learn to listen. They begin to understand the meaning of preserve.
When a Hawaiian is moving through native forest, if it's a rich forest, if there are many different kinds of birds and ferns and plants and the trees overhead, he or she feels surrounded by the kiniakua, and that is the uncountable deities of ancient Hawaiian times. Whenever you're walking in forest that's that rich, you know you're surrounded by the kind of spiritual fullness that leads to a very deep spiritual satisfaction.
We've lost a sense of what it really means to be in truly native Hawaii. I want people to be able to go to the few places where you can be in it, and then to know how important it is that we take care of it.
In a perfect world, Konahema would be even more native than it is now. I'm standing in a place that is perhaps 85, maybe even 90% native, but there are problems like non-native grasses that have come in here. We have made good advances in trying to remove the large browsing animals, but we haven't gotten all of them out. In a perfect world, the diseases that are causing the declines of many of our native forest birds would be taken care of. There are all kinds of challenges ahead for us, and so the work is never done.
We are a very unique place in the world. We have over 10,000 species that are found nowhere else on Earth. So if we lose them here, they're gone from the planet. They're gone. So our job is to try to keep them here, try to keep them for the people that come after us. Our job is to do that in our native forests and in our reefs, in the places that are still really wonderfully unique, healthy, integrated natural areas.
I think our partnership between Hawaiian Airlines and the Nature Conservancy is an opportunity for a collaborative effort to protect and to conserve what we have now so that there is a future for our children, grandchildren.